Alright guys, you see the code? And that is basically your washer is not draining. Now, if your washer is not draining, it could either be a bad pump, bad impeller. So I'm kind of rushing this one here. I'll explain more, but basically you can change or clean your pump housing from the front. So you'll have to remove the spring from the bellow or the seal, and you can reach down and you can extract it from there. It's a little bit harder, but if your washer, for example, it is stacked and you have other stuff and it's tucked into a closet, you can't get behind it, you do have the option. So you can get it in. Lots of towels down there. And if you are able to get a radiator clamp pliers to pinch off, then that would help a lot. But you might not be able to, given you don't have a lot of space. So that would be doing it from the front. And you would need a spring removing tool. I'll link that in the description so that you're able to remove that spring and put it back on. The Whirlpool spring does have some tension to it, so you will need a machine to do that. So I'm going to, this was two separate machines, by the way. I figure I combined the videos. This was the same machine as the one we did in the front. And the next, so I'm going to be showing you on another washer, same code, where we did it from the back. Now, doing it from the back is a lot easier, providing you have space. Pull the washer out, remove the screws in the back. They're 1/4-inch screws. Quick note, there's a screw in the center of the back on the washer. I don't think I videoed it, so it has in the center of the back of the washer, you can remove all the screws except for the one in the center and leave that one loose. And once all the screws are off, the cabinet is not going to fall on you, and you can safely lift it and slide it to the right, I think, and you can remove it that way. So oh nice. So we have a nice long clip here, so give me some opportunity to talk. So yeah, so here we're gonna put a radiator pliers on. I will leave a link as well. Make sure you put get a towel. You will have some water. Now if you have a full tub of water, obviously the code is a no drain, or a clogged pump, bad pump, also could be a bad board. So, but if you hear humming, or first of all, to determine whether it's bad or not, you can put it in diagnostic and it will pretty much point you in the right direction to look for either a clogged pump, something holding back the pump. The computer really doesn't know if it's a stuck pump, clogged pump, or a bad pump. It's going to point you in the location, and you're going to have to dig. Now, sometimes that clamp has to be removed, and it's not that fun to put back on. So I try not to take them off. Unless you literally take the front of the washer off, then you have full access and everything is a lot easier. But when it's just a job and you just want to get, well, in and out, you want to do it as fast as possible and get it done as good as possible as well. So this one had not too much water, because as you see, I was using the clamp and it did work pretty good. So I definitely recommend it. And so now we're going to loosen this. And this pump was fairly clean. In fact, I replaced this pump and this washer not long ago, maybe a year or so, maybe 2 years. So not bad in there, but it had, well, you'll see. So not a lot of stuff, but something was definitely holding it back. Now, you're not going to have a lot of room and wiggle room just because it's tight. You pretty much laying on your stomach. Okay, so as you can see, it looks good, right? So keep in mind, especially now you don't have a lot of visual to inspect, don't just assume that everything is nice and clean. So you can also reach inside paper towel or rag and just wipe around. But we're going to take a look and look at what I did not see or did not feel. See that? Yep. And the pump is right behind that. So that thing was actually holding the pump back. All right, so double check one last time. I think we're pretty nice and clean. Now, the only true way of actually cleaning these things is to actually pull the entire assembly out and hose them down if that's what you want to do. But pretty much you just want to make sure that there's nothing obstructing the impeller on the pump, and also empty your pockets. Take your coins out. Coins will destroy a pump, and paper clips and anything sharp. Just empty your pockets. And don't forget to remove that clamp, because you will still get the same message. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. As you can hear, she's draining nicely. So this part I didn't exactly, so this part I wanted to talk about. This was the video in the front previously of this one. They got mixed up, so I just figure explain what I'm doing here. So I'm videoing on the inside here, but I'm actually in front of the washer. My hand is down because I'm working from the front of the washer. I'm doing the pump from the front. So the bellow or the seal is actually moved out of my way, and I'm actually working down in front. And that's what this is. I was able to get a good clip of it. And that's what that is, as you can see. So you can definitely do it from the front of the washer. It's not the easiest, but it's not too bad. Scale 1 to 10, maybe like a 5. So definitely doable. The hardest part of the job is actually getting back the clamp on. It's not too bad for me, but if you're not used to it, yeah, it could be a pain in the butt. All right. Thanks for watching again.
I don't think we need them. I think, I'm not sure what was really going on, but Ryan Martinez was pretty adamant that not to put tubing on that trail, and I just didn't see where there was a need.